All right, we're going to take a look at the NRL's newest team, the Dolphins. Now, they've unveiled their newest jersey just on Grand Final Day last year, and I've got to say, it didn't do it justice.
No. I feel seeing it in person recently on the shelves. I know there was a lot said about the gold. I was one of them.
It's a Morton-based sand. Thank you very much.
Morton-based sand, June. Sorry, my apologies. It's the red's much darker. The gold is much more kind of more modern, muted, rather than on what was. I feel they probably did race out to have their initial launch.
You're talking about the heritage stuff?
Yeah, the merch stuff, obviously, to have it in time for Christmas last year. And like they admitted later, I don't know if it was because of critiques, but they mentioned that the gold was wrong, the red was wrong, and it was just they had kind of rushed it out to have it out in time.
Yeah, and that's fair. Let's take a close look at this jersey, and it's fully sponsored up, and full credit to the Dolphins for getting all their sponsors locked away so early. So, I mean, they've got Kings bold across the front.
Yeah, Adventure Kings on board.
And then Coves on there, and a few others, Budget, Bluebet. But to me, it's a cross between the San Francisco 49ers and the 2000 Broncos.
Yeah, I'd often, when I'd first heard, especially with the red and gold, I went at 49ers, and then I must admit, recent with the Super Bowl, a lot of people were comparing them to the Kansas City Chiefs as well. But yeah, it's okay. Yeah, you've only unique colours again. You've only got St. George really as a red as a main, and then they've got this gold, but it's very unique gold. Like it's not like the Titans or the Broncos or the Tigers. It's a very different shade.
I've got to say, when I saw the concept drawings of this last year, I thought to myself, they're just trying to copy the Broncos.
Yeah,
because when the concepts came through, it's the shades of red on the top, it's a shade of gold on
with
and two stripes across the middle. Yeah. Albeit into a chevron, which is, rugby league.
Yeah.
But I kept thinking to myself, they've taken Wayne Bennett, they've taken half the management there, they've taken half their recruitment staff, and now they've taken their jersey.
You'd think you'd want to distance yourself a bit from it, but yeah, again, seeing it in person is a little bit different. Honestly, I think they were on a hiding to nothing with whatever they came out with first. Obviously, very heavily scrutinised, but they've backed themselves in. So I guess really, on-field results will again reflect on what we think of this in hindsight.
Well, to me, it's something that'll last the test of time as well. This is their very first jersey. It's a bold and solid jersey. To me, there's really nothing wrong with it. And it'll go well. The one thing I will say is I saw some concept art on Facebook and Instagram over the last 12 months with whales' tails or dolphins' tails, chevrons and things like that.
Try and bring some sort of element into it, or ocean stuff. I'd seen a lot of wave elements.
And I really liked those elements. Would have liked to have seen them incorporated, but I can see why they went the way they did, and I think this works. And to me, this will be a retro jersey in 15 years' time, and people will buy it then too.
Yeah.
So, for a first-up jersey and the Dolphins jersey, I'm going to go with a 7.5.
I'll go with a 7. Again, if you'd asked me this when I saw the concept drawings, I would have said a 5. I was one of the many people that jumped on the vanilla Coke bandwagon. But again, the gold, like I said, the gold and the red were both different when you saw the finished product in your hands. Yeah.
Excellent. So the away jersey, and again, what we like about it, it's a set.
It's a set.
So the red and the white have reversed on this one. You've got the red stitching showing just to give a little bit of colour up the top.
Yeah.
To me, it's a good standalone jersey. I don't particularly like it with the red shorts on the playing kit.
I wonder if that will change later, and maybe if it's only a trial thing at this stage. Maybe I'm hoping anyway. But it certainly seems to be they're going to be running with the same shorts regardless of the home or away situation. I'm not the biggest fan of the red stitching, I'll admit. I think it's a bit, I don't know.
A little overkill?
Yeah, it just busies it up. Again, touching on, much like we'll talk about in another episode with Parramatta and Macron, where just seams and just panels and just gets a bit, I don't know, a bit busy.
Yep, that's fair enough. It's A little throwback to the Wallabies from 2009. Was that the one with the teardrop neck?
Yeah, yeah. The Canterbury around that time, like they would have put that on the Maroons as well. I think that's when they were coming into garments were getting less, say, aesthetically pleasing to more like it was a,
It was about fitting the player.
It was becoming much more. It was function over fashion, I guess. It was how does this fit the player best so it can't be grabbed. Trying to make it as aerodynamic as possible.
Yeah,
I guess it was just elements of that. But I guess maybe they did that in this case to just so it wasn't so white.
Yeah, as a standalone jersey, as a retail product that goes on just everyday human beings, I actually like this one better than the home jersey. But to me, it's an away jersey, and I think they've done as much as they could with an away jersey. Especially when you want to keep it as a set. So it's a win for me.
Yeah, just touching on it with the design in general. The lower chevron, I'd seen a couple of people raise the argument that as to what that would look like on a non-athlete, as to whether like they've done it to be away from the sponsor, as to whether that may, like, for some individuals that might highlight certain areas. Just wonder.
I don't know who you could possibly be talking about here.
I don't know at all.
Not both of us either.
No. But yeah, as an away, I'll go 6.5 because I've given the other one a 7. So
yeah, I'll give them 7.5 as well. I think matching set, it works, and I'm looking forward to seeing them as retro jerseys in 15 years' time as well. I'll probably be more fond of them then.
That's it.
Righto, guys. So that's what we think.
Let us know what you think in the comments below.
And remember, subscribe so you can see more of this content. Like and share it so we can get it wider.